Okay, if you haven't been following the adventure yet, we are in Shasta, and we are on the backside of what is Lake Siskiyou. And what I remember is a long time ago, when the rainbow gatherings were having a hard time, they couldn't find their spot, their normal spot down on Four Corners, and they had migrated up here, and I ran into some of them before the show had started, before the actual thing. It was like, I don't know how they do it or if they still do it, but they would get a location, the organizers, and they'd set it all up, and then they'd let the world know, and the world would show up. And I met him, and a hitchhiker, and he brought me out here, and there's like all these elven people camping out in the woods and getting it all ready. And what I remember is that they were on a cute little river, and I looked on the map, it looks like it's the inlet for what is Lake Siskiyou. So we're going to try and find a little spot here where the elevation isn't too high up off the river, and just go look for some rocks. Just go look and see what there is. Now, back in the day, he moved a branch and we drove off through the woods. So I'm assuming we're at some sort of national wilderness, recreation area, public lands thing. No camping or trespassing. But what we're gonna do is just find the next little pullout that we can. We're gonna hike down to whatever little creek bed is at the bottom of these troughs, and we're gonna look at what is there. Ooh. The road's going downhill. That's getting us closer to the water, closer to the water, closer to the water. That's all I'm looking for, is some little peep through where I can see. This will probably be our lowest, and there's a pullout there. Well, we shall see. Not a bad reindeer truck. It's gonna be a bunch of volcanic stuff. We're right up the base of a volcano. So I really don't know what we're gonna find, what we're gonna see, or anything. Following this little creek here because it's a creek. Oh, big spider webs. And besides that, going downhill. And we're looking for rocks. It can't be that complicated, right? Here's a road that's been driven on a few times recently. Yeah. Not seeing or hearing any water. Looking way off in the distance. Doesn't look like we're actually that close. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you to a gravel bed right now today. I am trying to look up all the cool things around here as far as rocks and minerals. We'll keep going here a little ways. I'll give you another 20 minutes of downhill hike, and then we're going to call that our PNR and turn on it, and if we haven't found anything yet, we haven't found anything yet. Sound good? Oh. Friends from Oregon, I'm that close. Well, here is our next geologic feature, and it's just a massive downhill. Oh, but I hear a river. So that's the flats we've come along. So back there is where the truck is. So I know I need to go back across this flat, uphill, and I know that there's a road. And I looked on the map, it doesn't bend, so we're not going to come too far over and miss it. It goes all along there, so if I go back uphill, I will hit a road. And I know that by looking at a map, I'm trapped in between water and a road. So I'm going to head uphill to my road from the water. And it's okay to stop with yourself a bunch of times and make sure you know what you're doing. And check with your brain. It's like that thing, if you repeat it 3 times, you'll probably remember it. So it's good to just keep looking. Anyhow, it's a well-worn little trail down. Almost looks like an old mule trail, actually. Or something. No, you know what this is? This is a bulldozer during a fire. There's this other rut. Yeah. That's where they knock stuff over. I see fire damage everywhere here if you look really closely. This is just a baby pine, and his bark is blown off from the fires. And a lot of this wood on the ground here is burnt, and you can just tell. And there are so many baby trees of every variety. These are little toyons, little manzanitas, different types of pine. I see long needle and short needle, not sure exactly what type. We got hawthorns, bays, but notice that they're all short. They're like knee high. Oh, here's a little camp. See, these are cool spots where you'd want to bring a detector. I'm not sure what land we're on. If we're in national forest, we couldn't. That's what you would look up. This is a cute little camp. Look at that. I don't think it's drivable in. Maybe. Not bad, not bad. There's our water. Whew, I'm glad we kept going. I almost wished out on you there. I'm doing this again before work on an adventure. That's what brought me up here, so I'm not in my own vehicles or anything. I had permission to do a little exploring this morning. I didn't want to get lost. But I do want to look and see what's in here and let you people know. Because I just don't know. And for me, that's the whole point of the quest. When I already know, generally then I'm just doing it for the enjoyment of doing it, but I don't have quite the thrill of when you discover for the first time in a river what lies there. Because remember, this river carved through all of the mountains above it, so it's carrying all that with it. The first thing I pick up is like super clear serpentine. Really nice, look at that. Granulated, hard, black spots, and a real, would be translucent if it wasn't just micro fractured. Nice. That's a good start, so we know we got green color. Let's just fan the gravels and let the water take it away. And we'll look. There are lots of colors in here. Yay! Look at this is okay. We're rockhounding in Shasta. Oh, look at that. Nice. Some sort of greenstone. Don't know it, maybe just a really chunky chert. It's like serpentine mixes. Let's go look at this quartz in the bright light. Yeah, it looks like it's got little calcitiny veinage in there. I don't know if that'll pick up. It's white on white, but the clear in there is a milky blue. There's a little patch of it there. Camera. That's a mix, micro quartzes. How beautiful. So beautiful. With real forest surrounding it. Looks like gold country too, huh? I left all that gear behind. What we have with us is our brains, our gathering bags, and of course, in the truck, a metal detector. Wow, look at that. I don't know what that is, but it's actually like blue and blue greens mixed together. Little gobs of quartz all through it. So it's a solid milky blue gray, but when you look at it up close. Not carrying that though, but I'm going to set down next to this massive boulder of jasper here. So we've identified that we still have jaspers and agates, quartzes, serpentines. And we're right by a volcano, so a lot of these other mixes are probably just rocks that the volcano made itself. Long-legged guy. Okay, I'm going to turn it off for a second. Let my brain look around and I'll show you what I inevitably see. Okay, I was looking for where we could find smaller gravels. On the way I found a couple big green stones I want to check and see. I'm finding lots of these nice little nodules. I'll show you these wet. We're going to go ahead and look through the dry here a little bit more. Couldn't tell you what I'm looking for. Anything that makes my soul jump. Looks like it's gonna be green things today. That's what keeps attracting me. It's also what's standing out in the grayness of the dry rocks. Now get these wet, I'm sure there would be 1,000 of them looking at us. And I'm sure there'd be so many more colors popping out. But that's part of rockhounding. It's what you see and what's on the surface and what you find on that particular trip. This looks like a really nice bed of some serpentine mixes and different greens. And I'm okay with that. Bird feet. The colors in that are great. That's a nice little nodule nugget. Ooh, look at the translucence of that green. Wow. Same story here. Pretty sure these are just types of serpentine mixes, but they are hard, stable, and beautiful. Beautiful. Some serpentine is just not stable, it's very fragile. And this stuff is very pure. Look how translucent that is. The bigger one, pretty cloudy, but still a beautiful dark green stone. I think we're going to leave that and stick with the pocket rocks. Love to know if we could gold mine here. Look at these. Yeah, I think this is another one of these. It is. That is some good looking stuff. We're going to polish a load of just those, I think. It's always a good way to start experimenting, is gather them up and see how they do on a tumble. and what they look like shiny. Even more shiny. And how shiny they can get. Lets you know your overall polishing ability no matter what you're doing with them. If you can just look down in here, greenest of the green pures. And we are about 10 miles off of Highway 5 on a big paved road, really easy to get to. And yeah, you could just walk right downhill to this or research a little bit more than I did. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. That is like, you seeing how see-through that is? That's translucent. Wow. No, really. I live in a mountain range of pure serpentine, and this stuff is jade quality. Look at that. Wow. That is just a pure, it's almost got fiber running that way. Just grain. Nice. Look at that. That was beautiful. It's like cloudier material, and it's just a layer of this ultra green. That's how you find serpentine a lot, but these layers are so thick and so see-through. Awesome. You seeing that? It's like a type of grayish quartz, but it's got all these flat surfaces to it at different angles that it's composed of. And this runs downstream into a beautiful lake where there's just great fishing, docks, and swimming. There's a private campground. I'm not sure what else. I've stayed at the private campground. It's beautiful. It's under these big old trees. You have shade. Campground. So, oh. All things have their origins. That's the riddle of the Sphinx. Do you know that? Where is the end of a circle? You say, circles have no ending. They're continuous. I say, that's not true. A circle has one end. The place where it began. Wow. That entire layer is as thick as my thumb almost. It goes straight across. And I hope you can get some of that green color. Is what it looks like, and it's pure. And it's oh. Just trying to get you the translucence of it. It's a big chunk. That is going in the pocket. Oh man, makes you just want to get in and wade out through that, picking up only the green stones, doesn't it? I have an idea. I think that there's old copper mines here that I was told about, or I read in the book, and I think that they were throwing malachite out behind them, if I remember correctly. Now, if those tailing piles haven't been picked clean in the last 15 years of everybody exploring upon them, then maybe we'll try and go there after today's business. And yeah. This has been another rambling half hour with your host, Nate, in the rock beds of California. We're at the far northern edge of the state. A lot of the signs up here say Jefferson on them, so I'm not even sure we're in California anymore. All of my good people are retreating north. So many people moving this year. A lot of them exiting California because of the economics or politics. It's just the way it is and what's happening. I have reasons where I will stay. I have reasons that I will stay. I will be down south from here, beyond the edge of the tree lines, where they're still hacking and cutting their way this direction. And I will try to hold the line. Yep. I'm gonna call it. You could hunt around here all day long and collect all your little greenies. Oh, that is a cool mix. I am totally positive it's some sort of volcanic creature, but trying to get you the different shapes. See the round white circles, round gray circles, stripes, ovals, all the little black things. It's just a pretty cool mix, and it's got some shiny stuff when you move it around. It's like as mixed up as you can make a rock with littler pieces in it. Now that's a bizarre one. Pretty sure it's some sort of serpentine, really close to the asbestos variety, because you can see all the fibers and stuff in it. And I run into it where it's all laid on angle like that in its own grains, but this one has white and pink mixed in, so it's kind of a cool little mix. And look at those in the water as we go across. Back across there, up into the shady trees, through the berries, up the hill, across that flat, up the other hill, to the road. I think it's going to be incredible. Let me dig this out. And it just wasn't. And that happens a lot too. I thought I'd show you that it does. Bring that. That one has hope. Always keep your hope. If you've lost your hope, think up a new dream and hope to that. Keep doing that for as long as you can, because that's the main engine. It's going to drag you forward, and that's going to drag your body forward, and you're going to live a longer and better life for it. I do believe. Look at that. That's a keeper. Those bands go all the way through, and it is that color. Oh, yeah, just picking up dry greenish stones and then wetting them down to see what they are. At the water's edge. Ugh. Oh, I can feel that I gotta go to work. It's the time now. Here it is. Here's our last big dry one. Maybe. Can't tell how pure that is. You know what, though, we're leaving. We're going to go ahead and carry that out. I'm not going to look at the ground again, because we got to go. And I much appreciate the chance to get and come and do this. We'll get by with a little help from my friends. Okay, that's the official goodbye on this spot. It's been like a deja vu the whole time. Can't explain it except for to say that. It was good. Let's go uphill. Thank you for coming with me on this one, and everyone, remember that you can like if you liked it. You can subscribe if you would. Helps the channel grow. And your views and the people that you share it with and their views, those are the main support for the channel. So I appreciate it. Thank you for spending your time on this earth with me for a second. And go spend the rest wisely. I'll see you down the road.